Pursuant to House Resolution 1243, the gentleman from West Virginia, Mr. Mooney, and a member opposed, each will control 5 minutes. The chair recognizes the gentleman from West Virginia.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield myself such time as I may consume.
The gentleman is recognized.
A central bank digital currency, or a digital dollar, represents one of the greatest government surveillance threats of our time. And I'm glad this Republican majority is taking it seriously. House Republicans have been clear that the Federal Reserve does not have the authority to issue a digital dollar without an act of Congress first. So it also does not have the ability to build and test ones behind the scenes. My amendment would stop the Federal Reserve's rogue digital dollar experimentation, known as the pilot program loophole, dead in its tracks. Right now, the Federal Reserve is contracting with the private sector to build digital dollars for the United States, far beyond what could be considered traditional research. Essentially, the Federal Reserve is creating a central bank digital currency to use at a moment's notice. In communist China, the digital yuan is being used to spy on its citizens and crack down on pro-democracy dissent. Soon, Chinese citizens will not even have a choice whether or not to use the digital yuan. In America, the Biden administration could use the digital dollar to track your gun purchases, for example. Chairman Jerome Powell has said the Federal Reserve would not issue a digital dollar without an act of Congress, but doing so as a so-called pilot program is the same thing. That is why my amendment is important, because Congress cannot give an inch when it comes to the central bank digital currency. My amendment would simply block the Federal Reserve from establishing, carrying out, or approving any program intended to test the feasibility of issuing a digital dollar. If the federal government wants to experiment with a surveillance tool that the overwhelming majority of American citizens oppose, that direction must come from a vote in Congress. Make no mistake, central bank digital currency are not about innovation, they're about control. My amendment prevents the Federal Reserve from bypassing the will of the legislative branch by closing the pilot program loophole once and for all, and I urge my colleagues to support it. Thank you, and I reserve the balance of my time.